Hello, everyone. How are you tonight? Hey, Mighty. You've been waiting for a couple minutes. Thank you for waiting. Or I think you're waiting. See you in there. So now we're just waiting for Manny to get here before we can start this draw off. And we got Manny. I don't know who else is coming. So, how are you tonight, Manny? Or
Check what's on my screen.
Squirrel
Like,
Girl?
Yeah. Been drawing,
oh no.
been drawing Squirrel Girl all day long.
Is it driving you squirrely?
Well, the Squirrel Girl was fast. I'm drawing all the villains.
Or are you
Taking
just going nuts?
pretty much.
Didn't. What's up, Manny?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Aloha all.
Aloha.
Oh yeah, there's my from I did Adam Strange Friday night when I was out at Art Crawl and Wolverine.
Ooh,
He's got some blood on those glass.
nice.
Oh,
So we have two people I think watching at this point.
uh-oh.
So are
One
you
is,
guys ready?
one is me, right?
And one is
Uh,
me. Okay, so
the
we
other
got
the
one
other one is
person.
the other one is me.
I was
So all three of us are watching in
somebody
our chat.
watching me. Didn't get no privacy.
I never felt that way
Whoa.
on my channel.
So is my Squirrel Girl sexy enough, or do I need more boob?
Eh, zoom in a little.
Really? Does she need more boob?
I'm not sure whether she does or it's just the angle.
Well, I know
So
one
is
of them is
she
off.
she's not wearing clothes or
No, she's wearing clothes. It's just she's not very
oh
ample.
okay, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, I can do that.
I mean you can do anything you want with her. It's your take on Squirrel Girl.
Well, I want it to be sexy, but I don't want it to be over the top and look stupid.
Oh, that's. I was thinking it was Skunk Girl for some reason.
Oh, this is Squirrel Girl. This is the video that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a Squirrel Girl, and then Skunk Girl comes up and rips it up.
Oh, we got somebody else in the chat. We're up to four.
Hope Raven. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Hail, John
Yeah.
Tillard. You've got a fan. You better be careful.
Yeah, but I need more fans. I need more.
Sure.
And you need some dedicated anti-fans.
Yeah,
People
I
that
need
will
someone.
just endlessly talk trash about you and spread your name all around. I got a new one of those today, and I love this person.
You love it.
I see the problem was is I had stepped on their toes and I had offended them, and I didn't realize this at first, and I did later, and so I apologized. They said no dice. Uh, I'm I'm not a good person, so they're just gonna hate me, and I should live with my mistake forever. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I wish you well. You're entitled to that, dude. That's fine. That's your opinion. Cool, take it. And I muted them. I'm not gonna block them because dude, I have nobody on my block list. I have plenty of people muted because I just don't want to hear them. But
What did
I ain't gonna block them. I believe that people change over time,
Oh,
You're talking
and I
about
think
your Twitter or your Facebook or your YouTube?
Twitter, Facebook, whatever. you know, you're going to run into people that, you just cannot please no matter what. And it's a lesson I learned years ago on the internet when I got my first haters. It stings when you get your first hater, but after a while, dude, you're just like, oh, you're so cute. I love you. Can I keep you? Can I pet you with a stick? I mean, with love.
Oh, now Pope Raven is saying Tank is greater than John.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Them's fighting words. Doesn't Pope Raven know that I'm a seventh Titan cyborgist, and we don't believe in popes?
Ooh.
You must believe in one. Your biggest fan is a pope.
Oh, it's true, and see, that's the fun. That's the fun part of it, because that's not even DC. So we're talking like some like real cultish type stuff. None of your orthodox religion nonsense. Hashtag trailblazing. And yeah, I know. I need help.
So
Nowhere
it
this
looks
for
like
years.
John is doing paper for Slave Girl. Leia. Slave Leia. Slave Girl. That'd be a good one.
I don't have really any choice in the matter.
Yeah. It looks like Manny is going digital, as
Of
always.
course, yes.
And I'm going paper, too.
Tank, you're not
I
going to
do
be
have a
What about
working on
Tank?
Slave Leia?
Unfortunately, I have to appease my customers. My patrons on Patreon are due a postcard, so this will be greetings from Snake Mountain. So that they get a little print that's a postcard, so that they can use it as a postcard if they want, or they can frame it, and it's real high quality. So
cool.
I can get that for cheap, and it's something kind of nifty, you know. It's a nice thank you for helping me out.
For sure.
Oh yeah, no, it's like a $20 print for $10.
So how? So that figures. Gary's live.
Uh-oh. Watch, he's over there drawing Slave Leia too. Ooh, that's dirty. That's not even playing fair.
So, we going for the 2 hour mark for this, or what? What do we want our time limit to be, guys?
Well, this is your rodeo. What do you want it to be?
What you want?
Well, I say we go for the 2 hours if we're done in less time. Fine. And after that, I'm doing Hellboy after that, so we can stay on and do whatever. You guys can draw whatever.
Man, I think I lost my pencil.
Turn me down, Mom.
Hey, we need mom jokes here.
Oh, she's watching on the TV out there. I can hear it a little, even with my earbuds in. So it's a little. So.
You know, I'm sorry. I've got to go rework my camera. It got all fuzzy on me.
Oh yeah, excuses to delay this start.
It makes your artwork look better.
My ego, it's dying.
So let us know when you are ready, John Malin.
Oh.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Okay. You guys can start without me. I don't need 2 hours.
I don't want to handicap you.
Yeah, I'm ready. Ready whenever you are.
Okay. Okay, on your mark. Get set, draw. Now I have no idea how I'm doing. Oh.
I think I may have a good idea where I left that pencil. Whatever. Graphite it is. Whew. Let's see.
Done.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Done.
Yeah, you wish. We know you're fast, but we know you're not that fast.
It's not showing up. What the hell?
He's tried to bring up his one from before.
Yeah, but it's not showing up on chat. What the hell?
I have a Slave Leia style roast tico that I can use.
I want to see it. Put it up. Put it up.
Maybe later.
Yeah, fiddle around on your computer there for a bit and find it.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and make one of those fake layers you guys do on that digital work?
I'm not doing. I'm not doing digital.
I don't fake it. It doesn't show up now.
John Maley greater than Booster. Booster greater than John Diller.
Damn.
Okay, now it's showing up.
That was by Pope Raven.
Yeah. Who's got the hellhound?
That's my neighbor.
We need somebody on here to moderate.
Come on, you said you could do two things at once. I told you to get a wrench guy, and you said, no, I can do it myself. So let's see it.
Right? We need Booster.
Yeah, well, who's in here to? Nobody's even in
Yeah.
here with a wrench.
Seriously,
Give a
there's a
wrench.
drawing contest and Booster's not involved?
It's on that other show right now. The fan speak.
Traitor.
Yeah, well, it was almost over, wasn't it?
It was still going when I left.
So. They were just
Yeah,
supposed to be going through some Indiegogo stuff last I knew.
Oh my god, these dogs. I'm about to mute myself. I'm sorry.
it's his strategy.
I can ignore them. They're not bothering me. I can ignore all sorts of noise. I can ignore all you while doing this. Unfortunately, I can't ignore the chat. I got banned from FanSpeak, so I came here. Pope Raven says. Why'd you get banned from FanSpeak?
Yeah, Pope Fire was on it.
They seemed to be being civil to each other.
So Rick, at the Comic Con, were you able to get any interest drummed up for Cross Comics?
I think so. I talked to a few of the artists there, so I gave out a few business cards, They seemed interested, talked to, like I said, some of them seemed sort of comic skate friendly. Like I said, I never said the words comic gate to them, but, they seemed, well, the one guy that I usually get a lot of stuff at, he doesn't like what's sort of going on with DC and Marvel. I mean, mentioned Ethan, I even mentioned Ethan's name and, Cyberfrog, and he's like, yeah, with all the whole independent stuff, and all that, with him making the 600, and he didn't seem to have any problems with, Ethan or whatever. So I can't say for sure, obviously. And then the other people I mentioned a little bit, but not as much as with him.
And you were saying at the Artist Alley, it cost $300 to set up a table there and sell.
Yeah, but well, he was saying it cost him $350.
Jeez.
Well, that's not too bad. Niagara Falls around here is the same. Toronto is like 500 or 600 for artisality for like a Comic Con there. So yeah, it is ludicrous, obviously. But an exhibitor's table is like over 1,000 at Toronto. So it's not like you'd want to be paying that amount of money. He says he
Yeah.
makes money, so you know that's always good too. He has a regular job, but and he said he has an idea for a project. I told him that I was saying about going with Indiegogo.
Mhm.
And I think I was telling, well, a couple of them said about projects, and I was suggesting Indiegogo. And I was saying it was a bit of a part of a bit of a comic community that's developing on YouTube. I didn't give say the name Comicscape for I think obvious reasons. I'm tactical when it comes to stuff. You know, I'll be point blank and outright if I need to be. Oh, what do we got here? Hey, Mighty Geek. I said Doom was overrated. Hey, Gamer. Well, hello. I will pay him tree fiddly. He better not be a creature from Palzonia era. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, guys. Or gamer, more accurately. About the tree fiddy. What about the tree fiddy? I have no idea what that is. You guys have any idea what this tree fiddy is?
Man, you don't pay no Loch Ness Monster no tree fitty. You ain't never gonna get no tree fitty back from no Loch Ness Monster, man. You don't get no Loch Ness Monster no tree fitty.
Okay. If you say so.
Yeah, it was made popular on South Park. The
Oh,
monsters. This guy keeps saying, going on a random rant about this random story about the Loch Ness monster asking him for $3.50.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best episodes ever. It's just
Yeah.
so inane. Like it'll hurt your head so bad.
I would say that probably my favorite episode I ever seen was the taking our jobs episode. I think had me laughing. Had me laughing for days afterwards too.
I saw a meme, one of those, expanding mind memes, right?
Mhm.
And it went from they took our jobs to
Oh yeah, and then the episode they're taking our job, and then the rooster in the background goes. Yeah, that shit was the best.
I like Cock Magic. He said gamer. I guess that's an episode of South Park.
Which one?
Oh,
What? Say it
I don't
again.
know any of the episode names. And
Cock
this is a
Magic.
family show. Family show.
Yeah.
Right. I don't recall that one.
Well, it might not be from that. I don't know. I know of South Park. I've seen a couple episodes, but it is by far not my favorite show. Yeah.
It's a heavy duty satire.
Yeah.
Um,
It's one of my favorite
th-
shows. I mean, there's some stuff they do on South Park they won't do on any other stations. And this whole campaign they're going on right now with the cancel
Cancel
South
South
Park,
Park. It's
yeah, it's
great.
brilliant. Because all the other shows like Roseanne and what's the Tim Allen show and all that other shows that are getting canceled for just the smallest things. Is what South Park's just satiring them all. And I think the first
Yeah, it's
episode
like
was Token, the black guy, the black kid.
yeah,
Doesn't like Black Panther. He didn't like Black Panther, so he's going around telling everybody that he did not see it. That way, he doesn't sound like a racist.
Actually, Tim Allen's got his show back. Last time I knew, it's been
Yeah, he
back,
did.
so that is good. Obviously,
I'm gonna go get some reference. I do not remember what Carrie Fisher looks like.
you're only getting reference now.
Well, you don't need reference for just general body, but
Yeah, true. You don't need reference from the general body, but you do need reference for what the outfit looks like precisely.
does it have to be precise?
Well,
an exact science.
I don't know how precise it has to be. That it's the one where they trained roosters to play Magic the Gathering.
Okay. Yeah. No, that was fantastic.
Or where they had the Cartman and Eric and Stan and Kyle kind of barricaded themselves in their room so they could play World of Warcraft to beat the one guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They all became ridiculously fat, and I think Cartman ended up with like type 2 diabetes and all kinds of stuff.
Oh man, no. World of Warcraft addiction was a heavy duty thing, dude. I know. You always read stories in like the Army Times or stuff like that, or was it Stars and Stripes of soldiers getting kicked out of the army because they were AWOL for like a week and found in their room playing World of Warcraft. And they're like, "Are you kidding me? You're out. we're done. Go play video games at home, kid."
Are you sure about that? I can still do my soldiering.
Right?
He was playing soldier in Fantasy Life.
I just can't get enough soldiering. That's all, you know.
Right? Oh, it's so funny.
I like the evil Disney Mouse episode where
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse is beating the crap out of the Jonah brothers or whatever.
Yeah, it was a commentary on how litigious Disney is
Yeah,
with its intellectual property. Oh, dude, that was like, I was like, man, this episode's not even funny, man. It's so right.
exactly. The mouse is
Oh,
evil.
that's when they had the chastity rings.
The finger bang bang.
Yeah.
That was kind of good.
Gamer says, I didn't play a lot of Warcraft, but I did play a lot of City of Heroes. Yeah, I played a fair amount of City of Heroes too. I hear that that's gone now, City of Heroes.
If you look around, there are people who do host their own servers, and I don't know if anybody charges for it. I don't know if they can, but they exist.
Okay, well, I got the. I think I still got the game around somewhere. I got City of Heroes and City of Villains, but you'd have to start all over again, I guess. That.
Oh yeah, but if you love the game that much, it's not
Yeah.
too bad to level up another tune.
Mighty Geek says he's. I have been banned from World of Warcraft. It's it is pretty much okay. I'm not sure what it is pretty much means, but
What did you get banned for? Because I know there was another game. It was you could play it on your phone or on an iPad or something, and it was called Order in Chaos, and I got really heavy into that one too. And it's like a World of Warcraft light version.
Yeah, that one was kind of fun. I played that one. I betaed. I did close beta for that one.
Ooh.
I used to do that for money. Do close beta. A lot of money on a really good computer, and pestered game studios about doing beta testing until they said yes.
And it was yeah, I played it really heavy into it for a while, got to level 60, maxed out, and then went away for a while, came back, and they raised the cap to 70, and then there was all these other things going on. I said, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Not too far behind.
okay. What's okay? Adrian shared the links. Just popping on to see how things are.
Awesome.
Gamers been gone for years, but fans keep trying to bring it back. I guess that's City of Heroes.
Okay.
Mighty Geek says broke the game through character creation. Okay, I guess that's how we got banned from World of Warcraft. Adrian's tanks here too. Dang, gotta edit the posts. Cross, I thought you were. I
Good
thought
man.
you. Cross, I thought you was. How's the competing? Okay, that makes absolutely no sense. How's the
I
competing? Good.
I think they want to
um.
see where everybody's at with the pictures.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm hosting and I'm drawing. Mighty Geek says I created a character that was a cross between a vampire, werewolf, and zombie. Okay, I guess we'll. There's only not a lot of us, so as long as we're talking, we can see stuff. So. He's cheating. He's got his reference right so everybody can see it.
But I'm showing that I'm actually redrawing it, so that's not cheating.
Yeah.
But why redraw it when you could just trace over it
But I'm showing you I'm not.
with your fancy digital accoutrements?
It's showing that I'm still doing it traditionally. I'm using a reference and I'm
Well, if
drawing
you
it.
have the tools, why not just use the tools like you said?
Actually, I never. Well, technically, I'll be drawing over my. I'll be tracing my own drawings, so that's not cheating. That's not a photo. That's actually a painting that I did.
Potato.
You can't plagiarize your own self.
Who said?
The court system when they,
Don't tell Disney that; they'll find a way.
The question is, who's going to take you to court? Over.
you'd be surprised. Disney has gone after that guy who had those Disney tattoos on his body. I mean,
No,
they're crazy.
but who's? I meant more. Who's going to take you to court over? Bill. word you said earlier. Yourself, you know, not parroting. Plagiarizing.
It's happened before. John Fogerty was taken to court for plagiarizing John Fogerty.
Okay.
He won. The court
How
said
does that? Said he couldn't plagiarize.
He did not have the rights to the song that he made back in the day, and he was playing his song for money.
No, he made a new song, and they said it sounded too much like his Creedence Clearwater Revival songs. So they were saying that he was just copying.
So which version of "I Put a Spell on You" do you guys like the most? Because I was listening to the Creedence Clearwater "I Put a Spell on You" song on the way home.
I like the original.
I don't know if I've heard the Cleveland Clearwater version.
Adrian, tank's full thing is Tank Ferret. He's sharing out, so he has to edit something, or I guess for what he's sharing.
Well, thank you for sharing. Awesome.
Give Adrian the wrench so you can put on our websites.
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
Yeah, I still have not put on your guys' websites on the video from last night.
Oh, good.
I've already got everybody's links in the description.
I know, you're
so
awesome.
All they have to do is go down to the description and click, not clink. And I've got John's Indiegogo in there too.
Damn.
Yeah. So they can go over to his Indiegogo and buy in for $2. And put him up $2 more.
Yeah, I just got the script for the mini story that's going to be going along with it.
Yeah.
I made a few changes and kicked it back and said, "Make it better." So I thought you were a writer. Make this better. What are you doing? It wasn't like I was reading it and I was like, this mystery is too obvious. People are going to know what it is before the ending. So we got to change this. All right. Hey, so Manny, have you ever hired a colorist?
Manny.
Well, you Tank, you ever hired a colorist?
I have hired a colorist before.
Now, if I have a inked final inks,
yes,
and I want to hire a colorist, but I have left a bunch of boxes open for television sets,
right?
Because there's a multiple amount of television sets. Will a colorist put those in there, or is that something they won't do?
It depends. Like for that, you kind of want you actually want to look for a colorist who's also a digital painter, because at that point they can take any picture, any reference material, anything you send them, and put it into one of those little TV screens. Real easy, and they'll make it look so simple.
Yes, putting stuff in television screens is simple.
I mean, they'll make it look like banana easy, and to the point where you'll be like, "Oh, I could do that."
It's easy with Photoshop.
It is, yeah, and but yeah, if you find a good digital painter, somebody who's got some good Photoshop experience, that experience will actually probably save you money as far as like how much time the other person is going to have to put into putting stuff into those little screens.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, because just this one picture alone, I got about the one page has like 30 screens on it.
Yeah, and it can be real easy. You can just drop them like, "Hey, I want these 30 pictures on these 30 screens," or "I want these." Here's reference material to put on the screen. Split it however you need to make it look non-repetitive.
Are you okay? Are you talking about our certain project, John?
Yeah, is it a secret?
No, but just the way that you're talking about it. So, what's Gamer saying here? Have you ever hired a midget to sit on a shelf and play the banjo as you cook dinner? No, no. I've
It's
already
from
started.
Stefan, isn't it?
I've already started doing that, putting stuff in those monitors. Although probably using an original scan might be better, but just because um, I think some of the lines that you did with just doing a whatchamacallit, you just took a photo of that with your phone, right?
Yeah, that's not a scan.
So I don't think some of the lines showed up completely as much as they should have
Hmm.
because I had to when I went to take out where the boxes were inside the boxes so they'd be see through, so I could
Hmm.
put something in. It went into trying to take out part of the angel's hand or whatever to make it see through.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to work with those. I was just showing you. They're not actual scans.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You're just showing me. Okay. I was trying to get ahead on it. But it looks good. So yeah, I wouldn't say don't. I'd say don't worry about those boxes. That's something as you saw from the first page, I did all that with that page, or for those ones. So
Yeah.
I have a little bit of experience doing that.
But Carrie Fisher's body isn't muscular at all. It's just very, very thin and very svelte.
Yeah.
Yes, she has a young body.
You hear that, Manny? You can't keep drawing the same 42-year-old woman that you always draw for a skunk girl.
Why do you think she's 42 years old?
You think you're drawing your wife, a skunk girl.
Oh my goodness, maybe I am. I am married to a blonde, so
Oh, okay. Oh, Pope Rogue is here.
yeah, finally.
Yes, I have. It's very nice. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh,
Hey, Pope Rogue! Woohoo!
Woo. Tank's #1 fan. Woohoo.
that could
Not,
tank on you.
not even a fan of GDP, Good Dog Press. He's a fan of Tank.
Well, I guess that means we'll have to collaborate. You can have your son's love vicariously through me. Sorry, that was just there.
Is that the only reason why you guys have me on these streams is to be you guys punching bag?
I don't know, but the
Easy
GOP gamer
Sorry.
says that you should not be calling your wife a skunk.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, easy targets are easy targets, right?
Yeah.
Especially when they don't fight back much.
Uh-oh. I wouldn't poke that cage there. I wouldn't
Yeah.
do it.
Wouldn't
Don't-
poke
Wouldn't
the
do it.
skunk.
Don't
When Pokemon,
don't wake
Yeah,
the
no,
sleeping
seriously.
giant. Seriously, don't wake the sleeping giant. There's a reason why my nickname was Mad Manny on Xbox. Don't do it.
My hands are shaking. My hands are shaking, but I still get him. It's like boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. That's like one of my favorite PvP songs, and it's from Skrillex. I'll put on my PvP playlist. Anybody here play any of the Dota style games like League of Legends?
No.
no.
Well, there is a superhero game, and it's not bad if you spend like $15 on it and get yourself some goodies to get a jump start. And yeah, I'd say it's worth a $15 buy-in. But DC Universe Online, it's
Oh
the
yeah, that's
storylines
not.
are even way better than the comics.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I've got an account through them. I haven't played it in a long time, but
I've got a league. Well, I'm the only one in it because I'm reserving it for fans. Um, but on the villain side of the Xbox,
Yeah, my buddy Steve keeps like singing the praises of that game and trying to get me to get into it. I don't know.
I've been casually playing since beta. I felt it's fun. I can go ahead and blast a couple of hours on that. It keeps me in the comic. It's my comic book game. When City of Heroes died, I needed something.
I play a lot of Contest of Champions, and
Okay.
I think it's pretty good. What else do I play of? It's a new one out. Mighty Task Force, Strike Force, Marvel Strike Force.
Okay. Yeah, I played the Contest of Champions for a little bit, but then I took all games off of my phone because they were cutting into my production time.
Yeah, well, these aren't on my phone. These are one's on a tablet, and then I've got BlueStacks on my laptop to play the Strike Force because it won't play on my tablet.
Yeah, until I'm satisfied that my income is nice and viable and I can relax and play some computer games, I have grounded myself to competing with time for time on the Xbox with the kids. Just a little self-discipline there,
Yeah.
All right, gotta
DC.
work.
Um, Gamer saying he'll join you for DC Online. Yeah, I play
Ooh,
games on
heck
my
yeah.
phone that give me Xbox achievements. When I get um, a PS4, I'll join you.
Unfortunately, the Xbox is due to Sony being the original owner of DC Universe Online. The PC and the PlayStation 4 can play with each other, but the Xbox is relegated to standing in the corner.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, when I get
Right? And we pay the same money that the other guys pay. I have a premium membership, even though I probably play like 2 hours a week. That $15 is a movie ticket. I'll take it.
uh, okay, then when I ever get myself an Xbox One. Yeah,
There you go. You can
Yeah,
get a
it's just I
refurbished
can't I
one
can't
under
get over to another system because I when I grew up I had a Sega, then I had a PlayStation, the
Oh,
original.
I
So I
understand.
got I got used to the controllers and I can't do anything else with anything else anymore.
Oh, I understand. I was ruined by the N64 for years because Mario Kart and Mario Party, man. I thought
Abomination
they
of
were
a
just the
controller.
best games ever. I really had fun with those games because they were just like, dude, it was silly, fun competition with your friends. It's like, this is Nintendo, man. And of course, as an adult, you play Mario Kart, and if you're of a legal age to abide in libations,
Mm-hmm.
it's the only place will you ever hear me endorse driving under the influence, because there it's funny. And it's a
Yeah,
life lesson without any danger.
yeah. We did the same stuff with was it Crash Team Racing for the PlayStation, like
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot racing game.
Oh, that one was fun too.
Yeah.
Xbox controller is superior to PS controller.
Man,
I
it just all
do
depends
like
on
its
what you
ergonomic
grew
shape.
up what you grew up playing. If you played the Xbox from Jump Street, then that controller is gonna feel like a glove.
The Pope Rogue is saying they are making a Fortnite. So I don't think too many of us play Fortnite. I've played it a little bit, but then I had to redo my computer and I haven't put it on since.
I've considered playing it. It is for the Xbox One, and it's one of those freemium games.
That's the thing is, I
Yeah.
see people playing
Dragon's
it, but I
Dogma.
don't get it. Like, is it an RPG or is because I see like when I see people playing it, they're floating down from the sky on like a parachute to this town. But I was under the impression that Fortnite was like a PvP shooter game.
It's a PvP survival game. It's kind of like you got this sandbox fort building kind of system involved, and it's got good cover physics. As time progresses, the map gets smaller, and if you are caught outside of the map too long, it's game over.
So is it
So
like
it's real intense. I
is
watched
it
my
kind of
kids play it.
like Ark?
I've never played Ark,
Oh,
Okay.
so I don't know.
Well, it's every so often they have this storm that's supposed to be incoming, and every so often you have to move to within this inner circle while trying not to get killed by other players.
okay.
And there's snipers and all that in it. Other
Because
players can
Ark
snipe
is like
you.
something I can watch those videos all day long of other people playing this game, and it's just like it's a bunch of people, and it's like a survival. It's kind of like 7 Days to Die, where it's just a survival
Okay.
game, but it takes place in like the wilderness, and there's prehistoric animals, and you can tame the
Oh
dinosaurs
yeah.
and build bases on the dinosaurs and raid other people's bases, and they have the people where they take on the whole server, you know.
Oh
Okay,
yeah. I remember that
okay,
now.
okay. Gamer says I love CTR and Crash Bash. Pope says no. What I mean is they are working on a cross-platform. What? A game system
Ooh.
that you can play any game, like a Sony game and an Xbox game on. Um,
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, with
and
today's computers, they're all basically the same thing. The only
yeah.
difference between your Android and your iPad is that nobody tried to commit suicide while making your Android. Just saying, lefty
Yeah.
guys. Come on. You talk about human rights and whatnot, but you're buying one of the most criminal products on the face of the earth. Enjoy your Nikes.
So, Popo goes on. So you can expect it on other games. Okay, I guess so. Gamer says 100-player battle royal. Not my thing. Not like art. You can play with Xbox players. If you're on PS, they have already done it for Fortnite. Yeah. Okay. He's just saying with Fortnite, it doesn't matter what system you're on,
Oh, that's awesome.
that you can
Like
interact with the
Minecraft.
players. Uh,
'Cause I play Minecraft with my little boys, and we use the new Universal version that uh, we can play with anybody. Like I could play on one of them could be playing on the tablet. We got 3 people on the Xbox, and I like that. That's fun.
yeah. Yeah, especially for games like that are all on the different platforms, you should be able to do that.
It's the future, and it has been the future for a long time. And Sony's just slow to get with the program. But then again, they always have been. They've always been kind of standoffish when it comes to their proprietary technologies. I mean,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I had several Sony products, and my Sony products had to have special Sony power adapters and audio adapters and all this other stuff because Sony didn't want to play with anybody.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
that's
a
their.
bunch of system things have been like that, but everybody's got to do it, you know? Even Apple does it. Not that I like it, obviously.
Well, they do it, and it's hey, that's their prerogative. If that's their business model, it's cool. I wish them
Yeah.
best of luck.
Is it going to hurt them? Yeah, for sure. I agree. Oh, heck. I found out that you can't upgrade the hard drive capacity on any iPhones or iPhone stuff, so or tablets, iPads. So I basically like, okay, I'm never buying an iPad. I'm never buying an iPhone. Not that I would anyways, but they're just too darn expensive.
Oh yeah.
But that's a completely different topic.
How much time do we have left, Rick?
Okay, let's see. We started about 5 after. It is now 10:53, so probably about an hour and 10 minutes, 20 minutes. We'll say we started at 10 after 10, so over an hour, anyways. Hour and 17 minutes. Oh, we got 12 people watching. Hello, everybody. Oh, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna check on things in the background.
There was something different about Leia's chains, huh? They weren't actual regular looking chains.
Excuse me.
So what's happening in the chat, Cross?
Ain't nothing
Oh,
happening in
just
the
about.
chat.
Oh, we got somebody I haven't seen before. Blake is a Yetel. We are doing a draw off of Slave Leia, um, Blake, and Pope Rogue saying Benuel's car thing is a scarf. They know Gardino's car staying on his car. Okay. I have no idea what that means, but
I ain't gonna lie, these Slave Leia boots are a pretty lousy design.
They are. They're like really bad elf boots.
It was all attention on the bikini and forget about the boots. Just throw whatever was
Right?
left over. Yeah.
They say,
yeah,
hey, the
nobody
comic
knew
kids are
what.
paying attention.
Nobody
they're
ever
running around.
noticed what.
They're running around the set saying, "Does anybody have a burlap sack?"
Nobody ever noticed the boots till just now. Well, not just this second. I never knew what they looked like. I was concentrating on the other parts.
And that's what makes it such a wonderful magic trick. Misdirection.
Oh man, if I knew her shoes were
Oh,
this whack, I wouldn't have made the feet one of the focal points. Oh well.
okay. Blake says it's yet e.
No, he's saying Yeetle.
Saying
Gamer says I don't remember the boots. And then Blake is like Slave Leia. Oh, I got an action figure that I got in 1983. Or more accurately, his dad got it for him. um, Pope Rogue, I tried to talk instead of writing. Didn't work. Hit the like button. Okay, that was Adrian. We are caught up with the chat for now.
Adrian, why don't you post everybody's website, their YouTube site, please?
Yeah. Well, you don't really need to post mine. We're already on it. All they need to do is hit that red button and subscribe if they have yet to subscribe.
Remember to hit that bell because there's always something cool going on over here. You never know, so you just gotta check in.
Yep, the other night we had a surprise guest, Gary Shipman. Shocked the snot out of me. And I think other people too.
Yes, sir.
And when I asked them up, I said, come on. They certainly reacted fast. They were taking their sweet time to come on before, but as soon as they found out Gary was here.
well, you see, you stopped talking to me, and you started ignoring me, and I was telling you to put me a link in Facebook and the Twitter instead of Facebook. But then Gary came on, and you just forgot I was in the chat.
Hashtag chopped liver.
Hey, as soon as I saw it, I put it in. So I
Yes,
didn't
you
waste
you
no.
were gracious enough to share Gary with us. Thank you for that.
I'm
You
not
could have.
joking, Brandon. Thank you. Yeah, just teasing a little. I think you guys know that. Okay, hit the like button. But how will I know which channel I am currently watching? Do it in another little tab.
Doesn't
Gamer.
doesn't it automatically just go to another tab?
I think so, or I guess it might depend on your computer.
Uh, I guess it's your settings. Mine's automatically goes to another tab.
Yeah, there are. And Adrian saying there are 11 people watching. Yes.
Awesome.
Not quite as many as this afternoon for the giveaway. I was up to 12 and 13 at one point on that.
That's really good. That's a good statistic, man.
So I was at the Halloween costume store a little while ago, the Spirit Halloween stores.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Mhm.
There was a bunch of little kids in there, and I was looking at this little girl who was trying to buy a Moana dress. And I was like, that reminded me of Manny.
Oh, keep on laughing. Keep on laughing.
Like,
A
oh,
Moana dress that what? Oh my goodness. Whatever. Oh boy.
Okay. Uh, uh, oh, and Adrian saying we got 7 likes. Gamers like that seems complicated. I need instructions. What is the internet? Blake is, or yeah, Blake. The internet is where you get memes and porn.
Jeez.
Internet is where you go to hear what people really think when people stop being nice and they start getting real.
God, I hated that show.
Right? It was
I was
such
like, but what are
trash.
they doing? Are they doing anything?
What show was that?
Real
Real
World,
world.
Oh,
MTV's Real World.
never saw it.
It was like the first
Same
time that
here.
they had TV where people weren't actually doing anything for TV. It was just recording people's lives.
Mm, heard of it,
Internet.
just did not want to watch it.
It was a
Internet.
fun little shtick when they did the first Real World as a documentary. But after that, and it was like, okay, cool. I took a look at it once and was like, oh, that's neat. People are gross, disgusting people. Moving on.
Pope Rogue goes, the internet is where you see 5-year old baby is dabbing on them haters.
That too.
Ooh, you okay over there?
I don't have any of my stuff. Everything's lost. I need to clean my room, clean my workspace.
Not coming prepared. That's true, says Mighty Geek. All Jake Paul Morgaz. I think I made mine too small, but oh well. Blake, when I imagine Slave Leia, I always imagine her on Jabba's throne, and the band queen is singing, "I want to break free." Uh, GoPro. Okay. Like I know. That's better. Gamers, I had that dream too.
What dream is that?
I guess what Yeti said about when I imagine Slave Leia, I always imagine her on Jabba's throne and the band queen is singing "I Want to Break Free."
Oh.
Did Mama shoot a man or did Freddy? I have no idea what you mean.
Just talking about the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody, where he says, "Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled the trigger, now he's dead." Because it's not worded clearly, it's possible that he's talking about his mama. Mama just killed a man.
Well, he killed the man, and this is why punctuation's important.
Well, I know that. I'm sure he killed many men with all that HIV.
Whoa. Oh, man.
Oh boy, here we
It's gonna
go.
haunt you in your dreams tonight. You know that, right? And you know what he's going to be doing? He's going to be screaming, "Yes, Queen," over and over. Kind of like Fred Willard, how he's going to haunt people naked.
Who is Fred Willard?
He's one of those guys. He's from the the old like 70s and 80s sitcom stuff, and now he's just a complete nutball old man who's hilarious. Just says completely off the wall stuff. Like, yeah, it was like I think it was like for texting and driving, and he was like, "Yeah, if you get me killed, I'm gonna haunt you." And I'm not talking sheets and chains. No, I'm gonna haunt you naked. It's like, dude, if that's not motivation for you to not text and drive, that Fred Willard is gonna haunt you naked.
Now I gotta look up what Fred Willard looks like. Hold on.
Nothing to look at.
Guys, draw harder. Draw harder. He's not looking.
We don't have to draw that much harder.
He didn't want Gamer. He didn't mean to make her cry. Rogue. He didn't ruin the queen for me, John. You have ruined the queen for me, John. And then Gamer. Is there any other way to haunt people?
It's a valid question. I mean, they say you can't take it with you, so I'm guessing that if you are haunting somebody, you're doing it in the box.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so Fred Willard, he's that guy that was in that movie, The Anchorman. Okay.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
He has. He's done like serious stuff, comedy, and now he's pulling an Ernest Borgnine and spending his later years doing just complete oddball comedy.
I like that. I like it when the older guys do the oddball stuff, like Leslie Nelson.
Yes. I mean, by the time he started doing all the oddball stuff, he was rich. I mean, he was like the leading man heartthrob back in the day.
Leslie Nelson?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he was in a lot of
yeah.
movies. He was in Forbidden Planet. Was his first major hit. Yeah.
With Anne Francis.
I mean, he was a serious actor at one time. He's been around, that's for sure. And then he went nuts.
And I love I love his tombstone. It says "one last fart joke." And his family fought that in court. They fought tooth and nail so that would not be his tombstone.
Did they win?
No, they lost. His tombstone clearly reads, "One last fart joke."
Love it.
Okay, what do we got? No, whenever you listen to a killer queen, I'm going to imagine Freddie Mercury sleeping with guys.
Hey, don't say that's my favorite song. Hey, who said that?
Rogue.
Rogue who? No.
Yeah.
Rogue, Pope Rogue, come in here. Give me the belt. Bring the belt with you. How dare you say that?
Gamer said, if I'm ever a ghost, I am going to teabag everyone. Hope you
Oh, no,
like
no,
drugs.
no, we don't say that
I'm not
either.
gonna finish that.
We don't
I'm not gonna finish
we
this
don't
thing.
talk about tea stuff here.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. Hopefully,
We,
no youngins know what it is.
yeah, we don't want to say that
Where
kind of
they go?
stuff. Rick Show is a family show.
Yes, there are kids that I know come in or young adults or young. I know I have at least a teenage two or three young teens that watch this.
Or you have a person who's not even a teen watching you right now.
Uh, I know which one you're talking about, Mr. Rogue.
Mhm. Yes.
So even more so, Manny does not want to expose his child to certain things,
So
and because Manny's not in,
I'll just tell
and
him to
because,
get the hell off. That's all I'm gonna do.
yeah,
He dug a little feller, basically some mustard. Mm-hmm.
gamers, my bad. No problem. We're not gonna come down on you too severely.
Yeah, you got to go to our channels for the adult stuff, not Rick's channel.
That's right.
I'm sure you keep yours nice too.
Well,
Now John's is a different story.
actually, you know what? John's shows have been very nice.
you know,
We have not gone there yet.
I was gonna say, do you think you? I think you might have him confused with Cecil.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my goodness!
I just mean like
I mean, I love his show, but no,
his
no,
child, his child's not even one yet, from if I'm right. So no, it's not like she's gonna be it's a she, right? You have a daughter.
Yeah.
It's not like she's going to be coming in and listening on his channel at this point.
And if she is, Daddy's gonna be so impressed. He's gonna let that one pass.
Gamer. Gamer says I'll try dialing it back a bit. Yeah, okay, and Mighty's understandable. No, I don't want to get on to Buddy's butt too much, but
but
thanks for saying something, Manny.
but all the
Uh,
Comic Gate channels, they are not very bad to listen or watch. There's hardly
yeah,
any swearing on them. I mean, it's just one particular show that is a little more raunchy.
It used to be Nurkish. I loved that show. And then Doug Tenable went and ruined that too.
Has he converted him yet?
Yeah.
no, not the last time I listened. He's not completely converted, anyways.
He was able to
He's on the
convince him
way
to.
there.
He was able to convince him to throw away his budding career.
Oh,
I don't believe that's a very Christian thing to do.
Wait, he's throwing away cash grab?
No, he threw away his successful show to start a more PC show.
Uh,
I was one of the first people to buy a Nurkish T-shirt. My wife hates it too because I wear it so often. It fits really well.
oh. Have you guys ever listened to any of the Antonio Bryce shows?
I
No.
listened to a little bit, especially when that sort of controversy was there, which wasn't much of a
Well,
controversy.
no, not his regular stuff, just his sex party.
No.
I've been meaning to watch that. I gotta see what that's all about.
It's it's kind of cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure I just, it's like, hey, dude, there's this horrible auto wreck. There are body parts everywhere. You really don't want to see that. It's traumatizing. Inquiring minds.
Yeah, it's total cringe fest.
Okay, John, are you ready?
Ready
Hope
for what?
Raven's here.
What am I
Hope
ready
Raven's
for?
here, and she says, or he says, he or she, whatever, says, I'm going to draw a better slave layer than John.
Oh, man.
Man, why all the hate?
Mighty Geek says, I just finished my weapons guide for the journeyman.
Awesome.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's what I said. Were you ready? Somebody was about to try. I was about to read some trash talk to you.
That's all right.
That was not me doing.
I can handle a little trash talk. That's all right.
Gamers says Doug won't baptize Nurkish because that would require you wash his hands.
So does that mean that Doug is a Methodist?
Folks like,
Thank you. Glad someone got that one. A little Christian
draw
humor for you.
R2. Yeah. Rogue is saying draw R2 and C3PO on a lunch date.
Okay.
I thought that was the scene on Tatooine.
Wouldn't that be them just over a can of oil?
Right?
Who gets oiled up first?
Oh,
I know. When I saw that in Star Wars, they're like, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna give him an oil bath." I was like, "Is that how robots work?"
yeah, wouldn't that just fry out all their electronics? my my wife always asks me about certain parts of a movie. I just say, just go with it. It's a damn movie. Don't put logic to it. You know it's wrong.
Well, you can't put logic to Hollywood. That's a
Exactly.
foreign concept to those people.
Yeah, you can't put logic or fantasy to them. Both are foreign concepts. Because they don't get fantasy and they don't get logic.
No, they really don't. It's kind of telling, though.
Hollywood is illogical, says Mighty Geek. Yes,
Yeah.
we all know this.
Hollywood is no place for old Vulcans. Sorry, it was there.
Illogical! Illogical! Illogical!
Oh, I just watched that episode recently, too. The one where Picard does the mind meld with Sarek and just starts just going nuts.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch The Next Generation when it was out. I watched it, to be honest, I watched it because I wasn't getting a lot of the references in Futurama.
I love Futurama so much.
Oh, who doesn't?
I didn't watch the Next Generation when it started, but I started watching it somewhere in the middle. I forget where. Sometime after the Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to watch The Next Generation when it was actually out. I was trying to watch Pokemon.
Pokemon.
My favorite's Choo Choo Nesby. Oh wait, different show. That's Chimpokemon
I don't even ever heard of that.
from South Park.
Uh,
They've got like Chew, which is just a shoe.
Okay, what do we got? Rogue says, I want the Wampa to get a robotic arm and fight his evil father, Darth Wamp. Draw C-3PO and R2-D2 as Bert and Ernie.
that's what they reminded me of.
And then Mighty, that was Gamer who said that. Mighty's like, Hollywood is no place for Vulcans, period. Hey, Mr. Pete. And Mr. Pete's channel just came in and he says hi.
Hello.
What is Mr. Pete's content on his channel?
Not sure. Mr. Pete, want to say what your content's all about for the illustrious Don Dillard?
Ooh.
Wow.
This is why I get all that hate.
Yeah.
Well, anybody can have fans, but you're just not somebody till somebody hates you.
I can't wait till I get haters on my channel.
Oh. Well, sorry, did I say illustrious? I should have said the not so illustrious.
Oh.
Too late.
Too late. Too late. Can't take it back.
He's okay. He says, "Is someone drawing Leia with a man's head?" I don't know. I'm not paying attention to everybody.
That would be me right now.
And he's saying it's a variety. He's saying it's a variety channel. Well, he's got a bunch of different stuff on there, I guess. That variety isn't laugh. Well, I guess it's somewhat laugh, but I've seen a couple things on it. Seem neat. All right.
You got Donnie and Marie on there?
Let's see, what time is it? We are at 11:24, my friend. So 45 minutes, approximately, for the draw off.
What does the winner get?
Bragging rights?
Does the winner get a commission from you of any two characters they won?
Nope. Well, what? So if I'm the winner, I get a commission for myself. If you're the winner, you get a commission for me. But what? Manny's the winner. I was trying to think how to word that. Manny gets it. Yeah.
Brutal.
But I don't think that works out well. I get a commission for myself.
Well, if you win, you get a commission from Manny.
Haven't I already got that? he drew the Holy Warriors. Hey, whatever happened to that drawing of feathers?
I got kind of busy. I don't know if you noticed, I've been kind of busy recently, Rick.
No.
Here's his excuses. Excuses, excuses, excuses.
I think everybody in this chat right now, we've gotten a lot busier in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, it's
Uh,
awesome.
I mean, my life has been turned upside down from what it was 2 weeks ago. It's crazy.
John, you were asked why a man's head. That's a turnoff.
It's Iceman's head.
Are you doing Iceman?
He has a fixation with Iceman.
Oh man.
He
Ooh.
wants to kiss them. Yes, that's what I'll draw for you as a commission. You kissing Iceman. Okay, Gamer says the winner gets the pie that Ethan threw away.
Ew.
Hmm.
I don't
So
want
no
that.
pie.
Ew.
My question is,
Well,
why did he throw it away?
it's misdirection, man. It was a magic trick. He never threw. Ethan won't throw a pie away.
Yeah. Why would he
He
do that?
respects the pie too much.
He's a paleontologist. He won't do that.
Uh, Mr. Pete is looking for a sub trade.
is
In other
is that
words,
found in
in other
my
words,
L. Ron cupboard?
Yeah.
We're getting
Mr. Pete's looking for a sub trade, and what that means by that is you sub to
Oh
him,
yeah,
he'll sub to you.
absolutely. I will do that. I'll even hit that little bell button. I am always open to looking for new content.
Hey, Adrian, thank you. Ethan doesn't throw pies away. John, I hope you can change that head, says Mr. Pete. Adrian says, looking good. And GOP, thanks. I guess that's thanks to you, Tank, for
Okay.
the sub trade.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I'm down. I won't do it like blindly, but if you come and ask, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, sure. I'm old school businessman type, you know. I'm still getting used to the internet, even though I'm a Gen Xer. It's my boomer area.
Yeah, I heard that they were trying to change now my age to from a Gen Xer because that's what they always called me when I was younger to a millennial now.
Oh really? When were you born?
84.
Um,
Don't you Gen
yeah,
Y?
yeah.
You wouldn't
That's well,
be
that's my buddy
you. I
was.
wouldn't consider you a Gen Xer.
That would be
But
Gen
then again,
Y.
my wife's a millennial and she's hardcore, so I don't. And again, I don't believe anything when they go, all of these people over here all fit this one niche. And I'm like, you don't know humans, do you? Humans don't do that.
Right, guys. Good luck with the drawings. Okay, I am feeling all. I ain't Adrian saying I ain't feeling all that hot. Uh, I got
Oh, please feel
a
better.
toothache or something, so I'm gonna lay down. Yes, I'll try and watch as much of your stuff as possible. Tank doesn't got anything yet in the moment. Nate Adrian,
Oh, he just
it
came in
is
for
Gen
the
Y.
sub trade.
That's fine.
No,
Hey,
that's
showed us
Adrian
some
that
love.
said bye. That's Adrian that said bye. Yeah. Mr. Pete will probably be here for a while. Just trying to think that's it at the moment.
Yeah, once I have something better than a potato for a camera, I'm gonna start adding content. And that should be shortly before Christmas. Because I'm a grown up, I am Santa, and Santa delivers to me early. Because all I want to open on Christmas are the presents the kids give me, anyways. Because to me, that's just awesome.
Yeah, I figured you'd still here, Mr. Pete. You usually come in for a bit when you come in. You don't usually just do the sub and go thing.
Laying down them flat blacks, getting in the blocks.
Oh yeah, I want to see that Skeletor. Let me see what you're working on.
Oh, yeah, here, I gotta. There you go. So I'm working on the getting in some of these deeper, darker areas here.
Nice.
Shapes.
I just locked it on him for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm loving that cape.
So,
that cape is nice.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Cloth is a nightmare, and I found that studying the sketch works of like Michelangelo and Da Vinci
Mhm.
are actually like they're really insightful because those dudes were some scribblers.
Yeah.
And they'll make you feel good about your sketch work.
So I was trying to explain on another channel. I think it was on Marmaduke's channel because when I went to the because I did a semester in Florence,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to the Galleria where they have the David, but they also have a lot of the sketchbooks and sketchworks. And I was like, these guys, they weren't exactly like if you look at their stuff, you're not going to be like intimidated for very long because it's good, but you could tell the lines are just everywhere.
Yeah, they played with it, and that's a lesson right there. Play with your art, have fun with it.
But they wanted to make it loose.
Loosey.
Yeah, they wanted to be really loose because once you get to the gesso, it's gonna tighten up. Once they start doing those frescoes, yeah. So they were super loose in their drawings.
Okay. Mr. Pete says, I love Slave Girl Leia. I'm staying all night. She was my first love, he says. Cool skeleton. Skeletor.
Oh, that's me. It's the worst Slave Leia ever. I can't get her details right. For some reason. I don't know. Face is too skinny.
Oh, I got such a bad joke right now, but I'm not gonna say it.
She needs some milk, is what she needs.
Yeah, I can think of a bad joke too.
So you can get your male gaze off of my Slave Leia, all right?
Oh man.
Dude, like, all right. So I was talking. I made a male gaze joke. I was hanging out with one of my lesbian friends, and she goes, I really hate that term. It's like, what? I'm not allowed to look at a girl like that? Please.
Okay, see ya, gamer.
That's fair game, dude. That's fair game. No, I love it. I love it when somebody who's a part of the crowd that the people that are ruining comics with politics are, when they're like, oh, yeah, we're trying to represent these people because they can't represent themselves, and then the people come out and go, dude, this is what you call representation? I don't want anything to do with it. This is offensive. And then they go, you're just a bigot. It's like, well, no, dude, that was Source over there. You can't call Source. It's like, yeah, no, sorry, dude. It's like trying to tell, a black person that anybody can say the N-bomb. And, yeah, it's not going to end well for you. there's one white guy who can get away with saying the N-bomb, and that is Quentin Tarantino. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maximum capacity.
I was so, Mr. Pete, I was so young, I was getting these feelings, and I didn't know why.
Oh,
When I was little, my crush was the Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years.
I think I had a few. I think I had a few. Probably one was Catherine Bach.
Then it was Kelly Kapowski, and then Tara Reid from 90210.
My first crush was Shirley Temple, and I was heartbroken to find out she was an old woman. Like, genuinely heartbroken. It was hilarious. I was like 4. I used to say, I want her to be my girlfriend.
Cute.
Right. And I remember my mom telling my dates that and being so embarrassed. And sad thing is, I'm going to do the same thing to my kids. That's why I'm never going to meet their dates. They're just gonna be like, hey, Dad, you're invited to the wedding. Wait, what? When did this happen? Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna have them tormented for years by you.
Just say, see if I can make it.
Yeah. He's like, I was like, girls can look like that. Get Mr. Pete saying that.
I know he's been eating. Okay. Yep. Love you. Bye.
Carrie Fisher has really sad eyes, huh?
Shirley Temple married some Hollywood producer like around 18 and then quit making pictures. Mr. Pete says.
Yeah, she became an ambassador too.
That's right.
Hallelujah. Okay. 40, we got 30 minutes, folks.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get some water.
Ooh. Talk about him. Talk about him. Fuck that.
Oh man, all this stuff. I heard the most salacious news.
Rogue is like,
spicy.
Hello.
Hello.
Rogue. Mama Rogue just called, so you better be ready.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Everything better be clean.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Daddy.
That's me in my house. So when I get home, it better be clean. So if I have to spend my time supervising a cleanup operation, it will start off being a fun type of endeavor of let's keep our house safe and clean and safeguarded. But any resistance shall be met with sarcastic mockery. Or I will laugh and go, well, when you're an adult, you can live in a pigsty. And when you're paying your own health insurance, you can live in a pigsty. Oh, I'm going to take a break for a minute. There's some solid blacks on Skeletor there. I think it's starting to look good.
Still here?
Good.
Just it seemed to freeze for a sec. My feed. So.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
All right. I'm going to take a break for a minute, but how do you like it? How do you like me now? Terrible Slave
love it.
Leia.
Love it.
he's drawing Slave Leia in real time.
Ooh.
Yes. Now she's Skeletor.
That was my terrible joke for about 5 minutes ago. Couldn't keep it in.
Yes, you're right. It was terrible.
Yes, it was. Hey, I did have some laughs.
Skywalker. Wait, what?
Did you guys cringe like I did when she did that damn Mary Poppins thing in that Star Wars movie?
Yeah, dude.
I
It
was-
could have been a fantastic moment where my heart was broken. We lost yet another one of the major players.
Exactly.
But no, it had to
Exactly.
be magicked because
Oh man.
people might sue us for emotional distress or some such nonsense.
I mean, there was two things in that movie that would have been so perfect. Her dying there, and Finn
Yep.
sacrificing himself. I'm like, what the hell was
Yeah.
that Rose Tico doing?
Dude.
That sucked.
And it would have gone down as the darkest movie in Star Wars history.
it would have
you
been
thought
perfect.
things turned out bad for the rebellion in Empire. You haven't seen The Last Jedi. But
Exactly.
No, it's terrible. And the best character is someone who's supposed to be a side character. Rose Tico. She has the best
Ugh.
story.
Horrible. Blech.
No. And it's not even that interesting. It's a slice of life story in a grand space opera adventure. And it's like, yeah, cool. I could read all about Rose Tico in a comic book. Cool. Whatever, dude. I'm into slice of life. But I wouldn't mind a Star Wars slice of life. I think that could be kind of fun. But please, not in my action adventure that's supposed to be this epic, awesome story.
I wouldn't mind a nice action adventure Star Wars movie.
Dun-dun.
That'd be nice too.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, seriously. I liked Rogue One. I was like, ooh, it's Star Wars Mission Impossible.
Yes, Rogue One was
I thought it was
fantastic.
fun.
It was good. I enjoyed
I
it.
liked Rogue One for sure. I really liked it.
Like,
And I
Rogue One
liked
was
how
like,
they-
they made Vader scary again. You know,
Oh, he was horrifying.
like
Oh,
I'm looking at all these
chills.
videos and like, people sharing videos of Darth Vader at Walt Disney World dancing and stuff. I'm like, come on, I don't want to see that garbage.
Oh, dude. So I took my little brother. He's like nearly 30 years younger than I am. And so he's like 4 years old at the time. We go to Disneyland, and we go make our own lightsabers at the lightsaber workshop, and we're gonna go catch the live show. And it's like all of a sudden the Imperial March plays, and I go, Darth Vader's coming, and he's full of bravado. This is spit and vinegar, man. He's got his lightsaber out. It's open. He's in a fighting stance, just like I taught him. And then Darth Vader comes stepping out through the smoke, and he teleports behind me, clung my leg. It was hilarious. I try to keep a straight face as I pretend to hold off Darth Vader with my lightsaber.
Hey, KG,
He lightened up as soon as he started dancing, though.
Yeah.
And that's why, because the kids are scared of him, man. Little kids, they like Darth Vader in the movies, but when they see him in real life, you watch it, you look around. My little brother was not the only kid who was terrified at that very moment. So yeah, they got to dance.
Okay.
Otherwise, their
Let's
kids
see. Let's see, what do we got there? Here. Hi, Pope, Mighty Geek. Mr. Pete is Pope. Hey, Mighty. Nice Skeletor impression from Mighty Geek says.
Oh, thank you.
KG's in the chat.
Thank you, Beast Man.
KG's in the chat and says, "Hey there, Rick." Mr. Pete says, "The Force Awakens was darker than The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was just bad."
Yeah, well,
And Mr. Pete just says, "Hi to KG."
and I'm not a big fan of the fiction that's coming out right now. A lot of it, the Star Wars fiction, because it's so a lot of it's like a lot of it's really poorly written, and it's same reason why I wasn't into the original extended universe of the Star Wars is because it read like a bunch of fan fiction. Like there was really very few. Like the Timothy Zahn trilogy was fantastic. Dude, we got Grand Admiral Thrawn from that. Woof! What a great character.
I actually haven't. I read only one, and that was that guy that we were on with last night. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. But that guy, he's
Is
super into
that all
Star
you got
Wars.
in your throat?
Oh Lord!
Hey, you went there the other night.
You gotta modulate the jokes to the channel, man. But he got me into, he's the one that got me into comics. He was trying to get me into Star Wars,
Oh, yeah.
and I read the prequel story to the Rogue One. It's the little novel they came out with, where it's just the story of Homegirl's father, the one that made the Death Star, and it was good, but it wasn't nothing to write home about. Like I was like, I don't really see how people can get into the fan fiction because it's a little too.
It reads like fan fiction.
Yeah, it does.
And I have nothing against fan fiction, but I'm not paying money for it.
Yeah, I can read that stuff on Deviant. Right?
I go on Tumblr or WordPress, and there are plenty of people who write great fan fiction that I kind of poke and prod and tell them, "Hey, man, you should pick up something original. You're actually a good writer." And there are some people that I just sit back and kind of go, "Okay, I've read 6 paragraphs of this. I'm going to do something else with my life now." Not to seem like a jerk, but I am kind of a jerk, but I try not to be.
Some was good. My goodness. Pope Rogue sub trade. Pope Rogue doesn't have a channel, I don't think.
No, he does not.
Pope Rogue is what? I'm not sure how old.
He's a little feller, biscuits and mustard.
He is the son to Mr. Manny, the good dog.
And the Pope of Rome.
Press.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
Mr. Pete. Oh,
Sling Blade.
Yeah, I love Sling Blade.
He said, "What you doing with that lawnmower blade?" I'm fixing to kill you with it.
Sling Blade. I'm kill you with it.
So when he so in about 5 or 10 years, when he starts making gets his own channel, makes his own content, I'm sure he'll trade some with you. Or I guess he could even now, but it's not like he's got content. I guess it'd be no different than you trade some with a Tank.
Pope Rogue, you need to. I bet if Pope Rogue does his Council of Popes, he'll be more popular than me.
Well, that's not saying much, Manny. Come on.
Then I'll go on his channel.
Oh, my daughter counted all of her followers from her various accounts that she's anonymous on the internet with. She's 14 and an artist, and she has more followers than I do across all of my accounts. And a lot of my followers are shared. So I said, "Well, so where's your money?" activate this for money. People will buy your stuff. You have fans, you have followers. People are really interested. Start doing prints.
Mhm.
She's got she's writing a, a couple of comics she's been developing. But like one of them's a satire on furry comics because as a teenager she cannot avoid it on the internet. So
Right.
she got sick of it and all the identity politics, um, and whatnot. And so she's writing a satire that she would not be allowed to buy at the store. And I praise her for it. I'm like, yes, absolutely.
I don't need to read this
Yeah.
trash. I'm a creator.
I need to read this trash.
I can make some trash.
I can make my own garbage. Thank you very much.
My favorite comic in like the last 20 years is called Man vs. Rock. And you should definitely look it up. It's hilarious. It's about this geologist who finds out that rocks have an evil conspiracy to take over the world someday, and that we've been their slaves and servants this whole time. And it's laid out beautifully for this rock conspiracy that even with the stupidest principle, you can create a fantastic story from it.
Yeah, if you're a good writer.
And the guy's a fantastic writer, and unfortunately, he wasn't very good at indie promoting himself. He thought, like most fans do, oh, I just go get a spot at the convention, and step one, get a booth at the convention. Step two, step three, profit.
Yep.
No. Hell no.
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 Not at all.
No, I did. I had a booth at a convention, and I showed the kids that I went in bare minimum to teach the kids. You come in bare minimum, you're not getting anything out of it. I made $1.
Okay. Ooh, ouch. I know what that's like.
Well, I had got plenty of fans, but I made $1.
So, 17 minutes to go unless you feel you're done.
Oh man, I think I need to start over. This Slave Leia is just not coming out. I think her forearms are too meaty.
Yeah, and I don't think she looks like she's more in control than Jabba.
Yeah.
She's got that stick that she's gonna hit Jabba with.
I'm sorry, what happened? What were we talking about?
You.
Terrible Slave Leia.
Let's see. We'll put it over on.
Are you already
Johnny-
finished, Cross?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I'd
Let me
probably
see.
do
Let
more.
me see. Let me see. Let me see.
I gotta put it on me, I guess.
Oh, I see it. Oh yeah, you got to finish that.
I even included Jabba.
Where's the shading at? You got to finish it.
Pardon? The shooting.
You
Oh,
gotta put
you
some
want me
shading
to
in there. You got to
shoot?
finish it.
There's shading. I got some shading. I probably need more, but
Awesome drawing.
I don't want to overshade it.
Oh, you're not in danger of that.
Yeah, but at least I'm better than man face, Leia.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I can see that now.
What?
And what a long neck she has.
What?
You should be reading your chat. Your friend Kevin said
Oh, are you gonna start talking about proportions?
Okay. Mr. Pete's like, I wonder what she did with her bikini after she was free.
Probably burned
Pope
it.
Raven, I finished my Leia.
Probably sold it on eBay.
Listen. Congrats on being halfway there. I'm not sure who he's talking to about being halfway there. Maybe John. Maybe me. Maybe Manny.
Who's halfway there? KG.
There's. The Mr. Pete channel. Oh, he's only halfway there? Okay. Halfway there to what? Yeah, he's like, yeah, she probably burned it. Thanks, KG. Okay, I guess they're talking about Leia's bikini. There's only one problem. Would it burn? Burn, but would it be destroyed? It is metal. Well, parts of it are metal.
I'm hearing conflicting reviews regarding the new show, The Resistance. Have any of you seen it yet?
Not yet.
No.
I've been too involved in YouTube to watch almost anything.
I understand.
Heck, the new TV season started, and sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say this is why I have to ask other people.
Yeah. The new TV season started for the fall, and I haven't watched any of the new programs yet.
Oh shoot, I gotta check. That means like the CW stuff has started. I love the.
Yeah, it started like last week. The Flash was like this week or last week.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I love the CW DC stuff, man. That's fun.
Well, I like
Take
most of
themselves
it
too
except
seriously.
I like most of it except there's only one that I'm sort of debating on whether it's going over the edge a little too much.
Was that the Teen Titans?
No, Supergirl.
Oh, well, you gotta understand the target audience for that is that's superheroes for Lifetime.
No, I don't care about all the drama, the girly stuff, or whatever. It's more the SJW crap that they're putting in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've been kind of keeping a watchful eye on that.
Because this year they're bringing in the character Dreamer from the future, from the Legion of Superheroes, and they're making her transgender.
Well, let's see how they do it.
Yeah.
If she's like identity politics before character, I lose interest very quickly.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy whose one of his favorite comic books in the whole world is Love and Rockets. And if you guys are not familiar, that is a story about lesbians. It's a slice of life comic from the late 80s, early 90s. And I like that one because it wasn't about identity politics. It was about, you know, lesbians living and surviving in the world, and they had normal things like, heartache, promotions, getting fired.
Yeah.
Somebody gets into a car accident. It's slice of life.
It's just for me with it. Yeah, there's the identity politics. It's just for me. It's been building up. They're getting so many characters wrong, in my opinion. It's building up, building up. You can accept a few changes. You know what I mean? And
I
then they
understand.
bring,
Yeah.
and then they start bringing in this stuff. Right from the start, they give her a sister, which she's never had. Jimmy Black. And then they make her in love with Jimmy again, which never happened in the comics. And
Yeah.
then,
No, that's straight. That's straight. That's why I say it's television for lifetime.
yeah,
It's superheroes for
and
lifetime.
I think she would have been better off getting with Win, but
Yeah,
what do I know?
I wondered if they were ever going to do anything with that because they kind of left it there.
Yeah,
They've never they left a story avenue open and decided they weren't just going to go down it, and I was a little disappointed.
and
Oh,
then they
you
brung
guys are
it. Then
building up
they
some
brung
good
it.
tension there.
Yeah, and then they brung in Mun Al and messed him up. And then they brung in Rain, messed her up. It's like every character, even I know my. Sort of they messed up the Martian Manhunter in my opinion too, but you know,
Well, it is a different
uh,
universe, and I do
yeah,
appreciate
true,
that they say that. So it's like,
yeah,
okay, well, that's the version of this person in this universe, and I would really
yeah,
like it if if they confirmed that with
yeah.
an
Uh,
introduction of what's his face, uh, Dave. What is that guy's name? Daily Planet. You just
Perry
Jimmy
White.
Olsen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, if they had Jimmy Olsen, and in one universe he's a ginger, like in the
yeah,
comics,
yeah.
which these
And the other
SJW
thing is
types.
that guy doesn't act. That Jimmy doesn't act like Jimmy either. They don't write him like Jimmy Olsen. I
Oh
know he's
no,
a bit
dude!
older.
Did you guys hear like one of the latest things to do as an SJW is to marginalize people of Gallic descent? Irish and Scots and Welsh and stuff like that. It's not like we haven't been kicked around by the Normans for over 600 years or anything.
Yeah.
Um, just saying. Hashtag Normans. Hashtag not even once.
Okay, 6 minutes, guys. Except for you, Tank. We'll give you more time.
Yeah, because my slave Leia is just terrible. Uh, I mean, Booster would just be digging into me right now. I mean, she doesn't even have enough hair on her legs.
Oh man, are you tired, Rick?
Eh,
You had a
no
long day
worries.
today.
Yeah, but oh, I'm still after we're 6 minutes, 5 minutes is up. Uh, I'm gonna still do my Hellboy,
Cool.
so I'll probably be on here at least another hour. So you guys are welcome to stay and draw whatever.
Why, thank you. I will be doing this for a little while here.
Yeah,
I'm just because after I get the flats in, I have to let the ink set, before I can even touch it. Otherwise, I end up what happened with my logo picture during the live draw. I smudged ink all over it, and they ended up having to do some camouflage work, and some of it was still painfully obvious.
Pope Ravens, I think John should restart.
Can you
No,
love tonight?
Mr. Pete saying he picks the winner. Well, you will be part of it. We'll let everybody in the chat who is not the three of us. Tank can vote. Get gets to vote on who they think is the best one. Remember, it's my channel. Vote for me.
See how well that worked for Mike, right?
Yeah.
Didn't work for him for the first 4 weeks.
Potato
This
can.
week it worked for him.
Yeah, don't vote for Cross because then he has competitions on the sneak and doesn't even allow time for people to come in and get their Iceman they wanted.
Hey, I allowed half an hour from when I started. Over half an hour. And I had somebody pressuring me. I won't say who.
Who's pressuring you?
Well, I wouldn't say he was really pressuring me. He begins with D. He's like, I've only got so much time. It's like, really late at night here. I want to get to bed. Then he stays for like 2 hours. No. Vote for Tank. Tank doesn't get a vote.
Yeah, I concede this competition. My Slave Leia is just terrible.
Yeah.
I will withhold
Maybe
it
you
from
can-
entry.
Maybe you can turn it into a better Hellboy.
Maybe I just like draw some horns on him or something. More muscles, like this, just swirls of muscles.
Okay, 2 minutes, folks. 2
Oh my
minutes.
God. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, boy. She's got a lot of chain.
Yep. I hate drawing chains. It's one of the one reasons I never really drew Spawn, even though I loved Spawn when I was younger. I didn't want to get around all that chain.
Yeah.
Mr. Pete says John's got the best body, but not the face. John, zoom out a bit, please.
Oh my goodness.
I thought you guys wanted a diversity of character here.
1 minute to go, or less than 1 minute, technically. I don't. Oh, no, it's not 10 yet. Who's got the bowling balls in the background?
Oh,
Okay.
my water heater. What do you want from me?
Okay.
Pencils down.
All right.
Stylus is down.
I'm glad you clarified that statement.
Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't put it down, right?
Hey, I don't have to put it down. He said pencils. I don't have a pencil in my hand.
Okay.
You don't need no stinking pencils.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pencil.
So we are on John. Move your camera maybe so we can see the whole drawing or something there. I think you got a biased person in the audience there. Manny.
Come on, KG, give me some love.
Oh, I like that. No, that's good.
Okay, so there is Manny's.
I like that shading, Manny.
Not Manny's, John's.
Oh,
Now
that's
to
John.
Manny. Now to Manny's.
Oh yeah, dude. This is really good. Wow, you guys both knocked it out really hard. That's tough.
Yeah. And of
Ooh.
course, me.
See, I like it, dude. Like, I like that. That's good composition you got around the chain and whatnot. That's a good composition, dude. I like that. Ooh, tough, tough, tough. All right. I'll wait till the audience is done voting.
Okay. Okay, so KG says Manny. I guess Pope Rogue saying Manny. Whoever's in the chat, Manny has an unfair advantage. One person's not an unfair advantage. Advantage it is. Pope Rogue voting tank. Who are you voting for, buddy? Okay, so
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
so Pope Rogue
Oh my goodness.
apparently Pope Rogue knows how to spoil the vote.
Why?
Mr. Pete votes Manny first, John second, me third. So, Mighty Geek, who are you voting for?
I can't believe this 52-year-old Leia won.
Oh, really? Really? Wow.
Man, she's aging fast.
Jeez. My goodness. Haters. Haters. Miss Skunk votes Manny. Well, tell Miss Skunk to get on her computer and vote for me.
Is there a poll up or something?
No, I'm just.
I thought you were just reading the chats.
Yeah, that's what I'm voting for.
I am reading the
chat.
chat.
I think Manny won hands down. He had like 4 or 5. I think he got all the votes, technically. Because Pope Raven disqualified her vote by voting tank. Tank wasn't in the competition. Although we were joking all along, he said he was.
My number one fan still likes my Slave Leia.
Yes. Yes, he does. So are you calling it?
Yeah, I'm calling Manny won.
Oh.
He beat John Dillard in the Slave Leia.
My first victory over John.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat.
Okay, do we want to do another one of these next Saturday with some other, maybe female character or whatever character?
I don't know. Maybe not Saturday. I was like, realized today I got a bunch of invites to do stuff and I couldn't do any of it because I had to come here.
I'm gonna be
okay.
moving.
Well,
I'm gonna be moving for like the next 2 weeks, so I'll try to poke my head in when I can, but I can't promise anything.
Yeah. Understandable, Tank.
So
Oh,
let me see
DJ.
your Java real quick.
Okay. There's my Jabba.
Okay.
Jabba.
Somewhere in there, there's a Gail Simone joke.
Oh, Mr. Pete is saying the character that hold on.
I got it. See,
I think he's
Rex.
saying this one for next week. These
Yeah,
Doris.
he's a Taurus.
Okay. I was going to say, see, Rick's picture is symbolic of Gail Simone holding back the true feminist movement.
Mm.
A profound political piece.
So
And
that
a very good caricature.
And Pope Raven
So-
said rigged.
yeah, so do I. I said it right.
Pope Raven was the one that voted for Tank.
Yeah.
Rick, do you
Tank
feel
should have won on that minor technicality of not actually drawing Leia.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that little technicality, he would have had it.
I'm terrible
See-
at drawing Slave Leia, as you can see.
Unfortunately, me and John really tanked this.
Ooh. Womp womp womp.
Where's that tip for the pun jar?
That is how you say womp womp.
See, John, if you had kept your drawing just like you have it on your screen right now, you would have won. That's great legs. Awesome legs.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like both of our drawings kind of fell apart at the face.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I can do that too.
Like you're doing like Slave Leia with like the face of Gloria Allred.
Oh, don't ever say that name here. Oh man, that's horrible. There we go, people. Okay, now you guys can vote again. Look at John's picture and my picture.
But you gotta also cover up those fingers though that you did.
I know. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Yes, as you can tell, I didn't get to the hands yet.
I also did not finish my chains.
It's not as handsy as you'd like.
No. Here we go. Okay, no hand.
Nice.
Look, Ma, no hand.
Yeah, no hands now. So now the competition has become slave girl torso.
Yeah.
It's the Battle of the Rex.
There we go.
So, what day would be good for you? Well, I know you're off Fridays and Saturdays. I think I remember. John?
Fridays would be best.
Yeah, I could probably do it around 10 or 11, depending on when I get home.
So Fridays is my
whatever you're thinking. It wasn't me.
Fridays is my yard work day and doing stuff around the house. So I'll be here on Fridays. Saturdays I usually go out and do stuff with the kids.
Yeah, okay, so I can make it Fridays for sure. You know, like I said, for me, it just depending on what I'm doing. The Friday it might just be we might start at 11 my time instead of 10.
Well, that's fine. I'm just looking at Tank Skeletor here. It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Pope Raven, the voting's closed. You can't vote, Tank.
Pope Raven says, I still vote Tank. Oh, man, that's crazy.
That's a coincidence. There's up next on the videos. It says top 10 moments in music history has a picture of Freddie Mercury. You think because you said Queen and Freddie Mercury that popped up in the suggestions?
Could be. Who knows? No, contest is next Friday, Mr. Pete. Next Friday. And we're not 100%. I don't think we're 100% on that character yet. Because I don't think any of us have heard of her before today.
Oh, hell yeah, I heard of her.
Oh, okay. Okay, I did.
Well, then
I did read.
You should be telling us how her name is pronounced. Then, how is it pronounced?
Deja Torres. Deja.
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 Torres.
Yeah.
So is that like Balana Torres?
Who?
Balana Torres?
I don't know.
Star Trek Voyager?
I'm sorry, I'm not a Star Trek guy. I'm not a Trekkie.
Half Klingon, half human?
No, sorry. You got me there.
Okay. Although Taurus is spelled differently for her too, so.
So Mighty Geek Studio says Manny with the Mud Flap Posse. Well, that's, I guess I understand that.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
You know the truckers with that girl that's on their mud flaps?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, Mr. Pete. Oh, Mr. Pete saying it's pronounced Thor is. Thorvez? Thor and then IZ. So. Thor is. And he's saying the traditional one is she's not clothed.
Nude.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't do non-clothed characters here.
I mean, seriously, she's pretty
We
much
gotta
slave girl Leia. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, I did read it earlier today too. After my other one.
Well, I love Carrie Fisher's response to people calling for the Slave Leia to be cut from editions of Star Wars. And she goes, oh, and it was like a diehard fetish. She goes, oh, so you want to remove the message of, if you dress up a girl in a way she doesn't want to be dressed, she's going to choke you to death. I was like, oh, touche, Carrie Fisher, touche. Brutal.
Yeah, I mean that kind of stuff should have been brought up, as the movie was released.
Well, and there's always going to be somebody that completely dislikes you for some reason whatsoever, or dislikes something you do because somehow their super important opinion has to impede upon your life as it does theirs.
I mean, if you want to complain about a movie, complain about movies that are coming out now.
Oh gosh.
Complain about some old movie that came out 40 years ago or God knows how long ago.
It's turkey shoot.
Mr. Pete says Edgar Rice Burroughs describes Deja as nearly naked except for jewelry.
Oh, okay.
And he says, and once again, the name is Thor is as IZ. I'm not sure how you say IZ. Is, right? No, not is. Eyes? Thor eyes? Thor eyes? Oh. Any of you two know how to say IZ together as a word?
What is her nationality, the character?
Martian.
Yeah.
She's Martian.
Well, that doesn't help at all.
Yeah, I was about to say I was a little bit confused in the comic whether it takes place in the future on Earth or it's just on some other planet. I wasn't quite sure. They did mention Martians, but it seemed like they were from a different planet, but somehow I'd gotten to whatever planet they were on. So because they weren't calling it Mars, the planet that they were on. So
Well, because they didn't want to deal with all the cultural appropriation.
and although the Martian in it was green. Legend had Mr. P. Oh, KG said nice Skeletor tank.
Thank you.
He's saying and then Mr. Pete says Legend halves it. Lucas put Carrie in the metal bikini as a big fu to his recently divorced wife.
That is the rumor.
And he says, okay, it's Torres. Okay, we're beating the dead horse. It's obvious I have a pronunciation problem.
Because Martians call it Barsoom. Deja was copper red-skinned.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm looking up Deja Torres right now. She's a Vampirella character?
No, she's from Dynamite.
They actually Marvel had the rights back in the 80s. John Carter, Warlord of Mars.
Yep. So, yeah, Warlord of Mars, Deja Torres. Volume 1, Colossus of Mars. I don't know. I said we do Evil Ernie.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Evil Ernie.
That was one of the books that I really liked when I was growing up. And Smiley, his little pin that would talk to him.
I've never even heard of Evil Ernie.
Or we can do like the original super grim dark vigilante Faust.
Faust?
Dude.
I haven't heard that. Like... I remember that book. That is.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So long since I heard
that. That's the one that real dumb headdress. like the spikes on it.
It looked kind of like a evil Wolverine mask, right?
Yeah.
I just remember like two long spikes.
Yep. He had the two Wolverine claws, and he was like if Batman and Wolverine had a satanic baby.
Yep.
It was brutal, and my mom used to take away those comics every time she found them. I was in so much trouble.
You know what we should do? We should go on Wikipedia and just get a random superhero.
Yeah, we could do that on the night. That way none of us...
And then we don't get to use any reference. We just got to make it up as we think what it might be.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Well, there might be reference on the Wikipedia, so...
Rick,
yeah?
Whoever's in the chat that night, they got one person they got to pick. They tell you, you put a number to it, and whatever number you pick, that's the character we do. We got no say in it. Be totally random.
Yeah. Okay. What do you mean you put a number to it?
Whatever's in the chat. You know, like KG gives you one. You give them number 1. You know, whatever's. Or just pick a name.
So,
pick a name.
we get we get like 4 or 5 names from the chat, and then we tell them to vote on those names.
Well, no, you
We
you
get
just have them pick a character, and you, before they even pick a character, you pick one of the person's name, and whatever comes up on the screen, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, okay. I get you. I get you. So you're like, you give, you set a number, like,
Well, you don't have to give a number. Just pick one of the names in the chat.
yeah.
Okay, they look at. How about this? They have this. I just looked up random superhero generator.
Oh my god!
And
You were
yeah,
working on this.
I put in my name, and you just put male or female or whatever, and then it generates one for you. It says John Dillard rides an impressive surfboard into battle, but his power only lasts one day at a time. Additionally, he has the power to deflect psionic death and displays a wondrous resilience. John Dillard owns all the powers and the talents of a shark and is known for his staggering vision. He possesses the power to copy the weapons of his assailants and has been known to block lasers and deflect them toward a single rival. Lamentably, John Dillard is well known for being insane. You just make up a character and then we got to draw it.
That spells map. B.
You write a surfboard.
All right. Well, I gotta get
battle.
running, guys. I've got domestics I have to cover down on.
All right, Tank.
So
Okay,
I
thank.
will thank you guys. I will talk to you guys later. If you guys are still on, I will hopefully join you.
Awesome.
Yeah. You know what? I thought I was gonna do this, but I am getting tired. I got church in the morning.
Mr. Pete says, nah, he thinks my idea is garbage. It's okay.
That was kind of hard.
So, well, he didn't say the garbage part. He just said, nah. Well, we've got a few days to figure out how we're going to decide. So, we've got like, 6 days? Well, most, we may or may not be on tomorrow. I don't know. Well, I might come on when I get home just to do my Hellboy. Oh.
Okay.
Are you headed to bed, Cross?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I got church in the morning.
Just for you, Mr. Pete.
He did that quick. Oh, he already had that.
Yeah, I did that last
What is
year.
this?
Madeline Pryor, Goblin Queen.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do
Okay.
Etrigan.
Okay, so are you guys going over to your channel, John, or?
I don't know. If Manny's up for it, I might go on, but I'm not sure yet. I got to eat. Think about it.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I was just asking because tell the chat, something, before I close this down. So I figured I'd ask. So.
Well, make sure you guys subscribe and hit notifications for me and Manny's channel. So if we do go on, it'll get notified.
Yeah, and all the links are in the description. Theirs are near the bottom. So yeah, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. Hit the notification button and comment, share, all that lovely stuff. And I think check out all the links in the description. And I think that's it for now. So bye. God bless. Love you all.
Aloha.
See you maybe tomorrow, but Monday for sure. Aloha.
See you later. See you later.
Aloha.